Shadooby dooby doo bop 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 bow. Today is gonna be probably a little bit of a downer show. I was not at all wanting to go live today, but I have to go live. I have to do it. I have to do it. Today has been the shittiest Monday ever. Well, not probably the shittiest Monday. There's probably a few more Mondays that I can think of that are probably even worse than to this Monday. But anywho, here we go. What's going on, folks? Oh, this is irritating. Not you guys. What's going on right now is irritating. Yeah, I had a panic attack. It's going to be like an ongoing panic attack. But we could discuss that in a moment. It's kind of a shitty day today. It's a shitty day today for me. For any other ordinary person, it'd probably be like, what is the problem, dude? But yeah. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Yes, Kid Bass, you are muted. Thank you. I need a vape before we get into this. I didn't fill up nothing either. I should have filled up before I started. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This, Cthulhu, best goddamn thing ever. This shits on the billet box. Takes massive dumps on it. It's sad too. It's like a fraction of the price. Woo! Wow, this just feels awkward going live. I need juice. I need juice. I need juice. I need some juice. Let's do some what's up and shout outs to the lovely folks in chat tonight. What is going on, Mr. Angel Gomez? What's going on, Bart? We got Bill Bottoms hanging out tonight. What's up, Billy Rice? We got the Boogeyman. We got Brent. We got Brian. We got Butter Squad. I'm going to go with Bass today, not Bass. What's up, Craig D? Ed Barkley. Florida Boy 420. Gary, how you doing? We got George Jennings in the house. HJ, how you doing? Herdigen Online. We got Hitman. We got Jamie. We got Jerry Rose. We got Joe. We got John Paul. Sounds like John Paul. Is it Jean Paul or is it John Paul? We got JT in the house. We got Kevin. We got Kid Bass. We got Mace 1. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. That's a new one for me. Mechmod Guy, what's going on? MTL. Neil Pitts. Raw Chuck. Ray Ray's in the house. We got Robert 1. We got Robert 2, as also known as Robert Skrelly. We got Scene, a.k.a. Sean. We got the Sith, Vapa. We got SS1911. We got good old Streamlabs. We got Truckin', who I heard is now an owner of a Dwarf RTA. We got the Vapin' Golfer. We got Bachelor Drunk as Shit. We got the Vapin' Fat Guy, who's always in the group doing that shots fired stuff. We got Michael White here tonight. Holy shit. Hell is frozen over. Is that really him? I think it might be him. And then whoever else who wasn't on the list, what's up to you? Yo, ordered Steven Marquez on your suggestion. Ordered Saturday, shipped today. Yes, Scott. Steven Marquez ships quick. I actually got my order. I got my order quick as hell. I ordered a fat ass big bottle of Banana Bondage. Angela's. Which one is it? The peach? I should have had the bottles ready. Do I even have them in front of me? I thought I had them in front of me. Where are they at? I can't find them. God damn you, son of a bitch. Where are the juices at? Well, I got a big Banana Bondage. I got a one of Angela's. I want to say mango peach, but I could be wrong. And then I got 4 little bottles of some new flavors. He's got a lemon head candy that, I mean, we've all had lemon, but it's actually really good. I'm letting them kind of steep, but you won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. If you are, then you feel free to complain and chat about it, but there you go. Have you tried the Midnight Mist yet? No, is that the that's the banana one, right? Where the hell did I put my bottles at? I got the peanut butter one you were talking about, I think. The lemon head, and there was 2 other ones. I'm all over the place today, so I shot like 4, well, I was trying to shoot 4 videos today. I got 4 half videos done. Then I had to leave at like 2 o'clock to go to his doctor's office, and then I didn't come back till like 5:30, and I had to hurry up and finish the one video. That's the video just got uploaded right before the show, and then I'm like, I don't want to go live. And then, well, we're live now, so I apologize for not having anything ready. I do have one thing ready, an RBA that I just bought for my build devices. I'm still vaping on that, I want to say Atom, whatever. That beauty. It's a clone, obviously, because they don't make them anymore. Oh, no, this is the, my bad. Never mind. That's the Psych, or whatever it's called, from Cyclone Mods. Very, very good. Very good. But not better than what we have going on over here. This little sweet son of a bitch that I paid almost fucking $200 for this RBA. And I'm thinking to myself, you're an idiot if you buy this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm an idiot. But I'm going to show you guys the RBA. And then we're going to compare it to a few other random things. Anyways, so I had this thing happen to me. It happened twice before. I really thought nothing of it. Where I get like a loud ass ringing in my right ear. Like, it's loud as shit, too. But usually it goes away after an hour or 2. So this morning I woke up, had that fucking loud ass ring in my ear. And it's so loud that when you talk, or when something's at a decent volume level, like it distorts. And it's almost like my eardrum is rattling. It's the most uncomfortable, annoying thing ever. And the fact that it wasn't going away this time kind of freaked me out. So I messaged my doctor, because they have this cool little app where you can message your doctor now and stuff. And she's like, oh, well, you could come in and see such and such. I'm like, oh, man, there goes my whole fucking day. There goes my videos. There goes my live show if I have to go in. And then, see, I am a paranoid freak. And when I say freak, I'm not your typical paranoid freak. I'm like probably the biggest. My anxiety and my panic attack level when it comes to hospitals and doctors is so bad that I would rather die than go to a hospital. And I know that sounds bizarre. Like, why would you? Like, it makes no sense. But anyways, so I taken a super uncomfortable ride in this shitty ass Uber down the highway. I swear this guy was doing like 90 miles an hour. I thought for sure we were going to get in a car accident. So on top of having to worry about if I'm going to make it there alive, I'm freaking out about my ear. And then it just so happens that I see an actual real doctor that doesn't sugarcoat anything. So he looks in my ears. He's like, yeah, everything looks good in there. And he looks at my mouth and my nose. Yeah, you got deviated septum. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I'm not here for that. And he's going on and on about, well, he probably got sleep apnea. I'm like, yeah, I do. I don't use a CPAP because of my septum. He's like, yeah, well, you got to lose weight. He's telling me what I need to hear, but he's not sugarcoating anything. So then he gets to the ear thing. And he's like, yeah, you probably have whatever it's called, not tendonitis. That's with the elbow, I think, whatever the other one's called. But we can't be too sure. So we're going to have to give an MRI of your brain, You could have a possible whatever kind of tumor growing, and then he just goes. It's almost like he did, like doing a Google search. Like if you have a pain in your left arm and you do a Google search, it always comes back that your heart is bad, you're dying, or you probably have cancer. So this guy's laying it online like, okay, we're going to do an MRI of your brain, or we're going to do some blood work. I'm thinking, holy fucking shit, I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, dude, I came in here for a fucking, my ear just, and he said the whole, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just going to call it tinnitus, which I know that's not what it is, but, and he said, yeah, we don't really know how or why it happens, and et cetera, but whenever someone says MRI to me, I freak the fuck out. Like, I go in instant panic mode. Scaring you into losing weight. Yeah. That's a good way to do it with me, especially, but I was going in there thinking, okay, I got an ear infection, hopefully, or maybe I was playing too loud or something stupid, which I never do. So a little tiny thing, like a fucking ringing in the right ear, has put me to the edge of like, I'm thinking to myself, so if I have to get this, I'm just freaking out. That's all. I am like heightened panic attack right now. I want to say tinnitus, but that doesn't sound right? Maybe tinnitus. MRIs are scary as fuck. Yeah, I know they are. And there's been times in my life, maybe 5 times total in my lifetime, where a doctor has told me to get an MRI on something, and I never went to see that doctor again. Like, I refuse to ever get an MRI. I'll never, ever do it. Even if they tell me that you have such and such wrong with you, you will either die tomorrow, or if we can get you an MRI, we could probably save you. I still would not get an MRI done. That's how fucked up my head is when it comes to doctors and hospitals and shit like that. Dude, I freak the fuck out. I go into full on... I start planning the end of my life. That's exactly what I do every fucking time something like this happens. And it just fucks everything up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So yeah, that's been my day pretty much. So when I'm talking, it's like rattling in my right eardrum. It's driving me fucking crazy. But aside from that, it's been kind of a shitty day. Weather's been shitty. It's been cold out. And I finally got to talk to the dude from Squape. I guess the reason why they took him a day or so to get back to me. I didn't expect them to get back to me in 24 hours. I'm not one of those people, but I guess the Hall of Vape or whatever the hell it's called is going on. Take a Xanax, get it done. My shrink will not give me Xanax. I've tried that millions of times. But yeah, they got back to me and he told me a few things to do, which I tried, still didn't work. And I appreciate everyone, because there was a few people that emailed me that went into great detail on how to put this thing together. And I know exactly what I'm doing. I may seem like I'm a tad bit retarded, maybe slightly handicapped, and a bit illiterate. But when it comes to atomizers, if they're complicated and I spend a decent amount of time with them, I can understand them. So I understand exactly how the Squape works, but I appreciate everyone reaching out and giving me like tips and ideas and what I should do. And I went through every possible scenario. I watched probably 4 videos from 4 different people. And hand on my heart, I actually sat through a Jay Hayes video. And just in case, I might have missed something. And everything I did was correct. Every single thing, and I've done it a million times, and I've done it 10 different ways. I even done it with no O-rings at all in the entire atomizer, just to see, okay, maybe an O-ring is fucked up, but nope. So I think Wednesday they're going to send me out a replacement due to the fact that they're in, where are they at? Sweden or something, I think, maybe? of course, the exchange policy is going to be a little bit different. So I think I'm keeping this one for parts. I don't know how it's going to work, but it's not like I'm going to have two scrapes because this one is useless. I can't put it together. So I do give them props for, like, it was no hassle at all. It was no problem at all. He was like, okay, well, give this a try real quick. Something I haven't tried yet. I removed those little tiny O-rings from the deck. He's like, give that a try. If it still doesn't work, then we'll talk about sending a replacement out. So they were really cool about it. And that's that. The scrape is messed up. I wanted to help you. Yeah, I know everyone sent in some ideas, which I appreciate. But it's like I literally did do everything with it. I did everything. And it wasn't the fact of it being hard to turn. It just doesn't move at all. When you put everything together, lube it all up, and everything is in place, it just doesn't move. You could feel it hitting one of those little nubs on the build deck. Now, if I get the second one and I put that together and it just goes perfectly, then I know obviously there's an issue with the, something on it. But yeah, that's that. What happens if the new is the same way? Then there's a problem. If the new one's the same way, then I'm going to have to email the dudes at Squape and be like, okay, would you guys mind hopping on a Zoom call with me and tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong? I mean, it's a simple RTA. Some people said it's over-engineered. I don't think it is. I think it's pretty simple for what it is. It's just not your typical, pop a tank on, screw it down RTA. It's different, not over-engineered. I actually looked at an over-engineered RTA today that I was debating on buying, even though it was like the most expensive RTA I've ever seen in my life. But then after watching a video on it, I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be crazy. So, yeah. If the second one is a disaster, I'll get a second sub. Boom, boom. A second subscriber? What? Oh yeah, they're definitely going to fix the problem. I mean, regardless of being a YouTuber or not being a YouTuber, I've heard from everyone that they are really good with taking care of people when they have issues. So, and that's one of the things you kind of expect when you buy a product in a higher price range. You expect really good customer service. Now, if this was like, I don't know, just a random ass RTA from China, I'm not saying I wouldn't be able to get it replaced, but I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot of work. So, like for instance, my overly priced Dyson vacuum cleaner, great example. We were using it, and every like 30 seconds it would just stop working. Put it back on the charger, it would work, and just a pain in the ass. Call Dyson within like 5-10 minutes. They had a new battery and everything sent in the mail. It was like just simple. So you for the price you pay, you usually get good customer service from people, but not always. If you knew how to build, you wouldn't need customers. What? What does that have to do with what we're talking about? Mark, tell them you're a high-end reviewer like Todd. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't probably. More like low-end. Speaking of low-end, I'm going to really need your guys' help on this one. All this week is going to be a disposable every day of the week. So, I know about 90% of you are going to probably not watch any of these videos, but I would ask you from the bottom of my heart, please watch you don't have to watch the entire video. Click on it for a good 30 seconds. Because there's 5 disposables every 5 days of this week. And I know it's horrible, but I'm thinking of doing some kind of giveaway for people that watch all 5 videos this week. I might give away a box of 50 disposables to one person. obviously to someone that actually uses disposables, not 50 disposables to someone who's just going to toss them in the garbage like I would. Make it kind of worth their while, maybe. Because I know disposable videos are boring. I've been trying to keep them down to like 6 minutes. But, I mean, I like to talk. I can't get any lower than that. No, all brand new 3D. Craig's like, hell yeah, he loves disposables. I'm all over that shit. Higher end companies always give me a great service. Diakoski, yep. I mean, it's just... It's the I don't know if it's the price you pay. You kind of expect that, or they have a great following. Like a lot of these companies have Facebook groups, and a lot of companies like that have a big following. So if something goes wrong, they obviously know it's not going to look good on there. I don't know. Could be a few reasons, or they just want the customers to be happy. Would be my guess. Unlike Angel Gomez. Horrible customer service, by the way. Put a secret word in every video. I've done that once before. The problem with that is, well, people still click on the video, but they'll just copy the word that person previously posted, which is fine. As long as you click on that video, give me a little, I think it's like 10 seconds for it to be considered a view. The secret word is... The secret word is I don't know. All right. Anyways. So when I was on the Vape and Art website, they were the only people that had the little tiny itty bitty, do I have it? Probably don't. Little airflow disc for the Squaperize. I think it costs like $5 or something like that. Shipping would have cost more than buying that thing. So I'm like, what else could I buy on this site? And I seen this RBA that they posted in their Facebook group. They have a Facebook group where they post everything that they're getting in stock, so that way you can kind of jump on it when it comes on the page. So they had this RBA, and when I first seen it on the Facebook group, when I seen the price, I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck is that stupid to pay that much for an RBA? Well, I'm actually that stupid because I was dumb enough to buy one. Because I was trying to think, I don't know, what else can I just add to this order to make it worth paying the shipping price of like, what I don't know, it was like $8 or something. So I bought this, and thank God Robert Skrelly, the guy that he is, he said, hey, if you don't like it, I'll buy it off you. So then that way I didn't feel bad. If it has anything to do with billet boxes, usually he'll buy it off you, which is a nice thing. So I bought this, I get it, and I've seen pictures and videos of this thing, and it looks like nothing special at all. I don't see where the price tag is at all. I know people are going to say the real tiny precise machine work, but I still don't see what the price is on this thing. Anyways, I get it, I build it, and holy mother of Jesus, this has to be the best vape I've ever had in my life off a billet box. And I truly think that the vape will not and cannot get any better than this. I don't know how the vape is so good on this because I don't see it for myself. But after I built this thing, I was vaping it up to like 55 watts. I could chain vape the hell out of this thing, and it tastes like an RTA. The flavor on this RBA, and I haven't tried every one on the market, but I've tried maybe 6. The Atom or Atom or whatever the hell it's called that I got from Ginger is really good. But even though it's really good, it's not better than this. That Cyclone Mods one I just got, really good. Not better than this. And I had tried, like I said, 4 other ones. This is probably the best vape, in my opinion. This is probably the best vape I'll ever get off a Burrow device. So this is it. I'm done. I'm not buying any more RBA sections. Because I don't see how they can get any better. There was a photo of a Svoy Mesto, if I'm saying that right, RBA coming from the expo. Someone posted a photo of it, but it's just a K-Fun. It's just a K-Fun build deck underneath the cap. So what the? It's just a K-Fun. That's all it is. And they're probably going to put a $200 price tag on it. So if that Foy Mesto RBA costs more than an actual K-Fun does, yeah, people need to raise hell about that. Anyways, so this is the I think it's Protocol, right? Someone in there will correct me. The Protocol, the Maven, whatever. And when you see this thing, you're going to think, how the hell is that flavor on that can't be good? I mean, I swear to you, the flavor is, oh my God. This is the best goddamn vape I've ever had on a billet box. And this has finalized my journey into never having to buy another RBA section again. Congratulations. So I'm just re-wicking it. I've been vaping this since I got it. So I figure I would re-wick it for the show. Yeah, it is just super simple. I do not like, well, there's a few things I don't like about it, but once again, the vape is so good on this thing, I don't even care about the dislikes. But it's just a simple little, wicking it is, well, you'll see how you wick it. You just pull the cotton through. You cut the ends, you put the cap on, you're done. That's all you need to do. There's no fancy nothing you need to do with this. Not a fan of the little tiny ass flathead screws. Hate flathead screws, especially ones that are this small. But the one thing I really don't understand about this, it doesn't take away or add to the vape, but all these parts are kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Like for instance, if I can remember how to put this together, this little thing goes on the bottom right here. I'm not sure why that couldn't just stay on there. Like, why does it have to pop off? Is I on there right? I'm not sure. Okay. And then you wick it. You take the cap. I'm fucking it up, obviously, right now. But you just pop the cap on. That's it. It looks like the old Kangertech coil. That's exactly what it looks like. But look at this. This cap, I don't even say it's stuck. Is it stuck? Oh, Jesus. And this is why I thought this might be a dumb idea. This is a 3-piece cap. I don't see the point in this. Why is this? Maybe someone that's, has got a bigger brain than I do in chat could let me know if they understand the point in this. Why is this 3 pieces? Does that really need to be like that? For what reason? The holes are the same, right? If anything, yeah, they're the same. So all this does is just slide on top. Come on, you piece of shit. Slide. All right, that slides on top. And then you just put this little nut on top. But you don't even have to do all that. What's the point of this? Anybody in chat? You can buy different color pieces for it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess there's a point. There's that point.
Marcus got you
Oh, thank you. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's if you want to use that as a point, I guess. If spending almost $200 on this wasn't enough, you could buy some additional $50 pieces. The problem I have with things like that, you spend almost $200. All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this proper, right? And I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm saying this is the best vape I've ever gotten. If you have the money, buy this. You'll be happy, and you'll never want another RBA again. Anyways, so you buy this for almost $200, and let's say you go out and they sell, let's say they sell, a black one of this, and then maybe, I don't know, whatever. So you're going to pay $30 for this piece, just so you can have that little black accent on there. And then what happens to this? You just toss it off into your drawer and you never see it again. So it's almost like you're paying another extra $30. That's why I'm not a huge fan of overpriced accessories to accessorize your atomizers or devices. But maybe I'm just an old, crabby, broke, homeless piece of trailer trash. Regardless, though, Whether you like the 3-piece idea or not, it is a goddamn good vape. I think I paid, I don't remember what I paid. Probably close to $200 with tax and with shipping. And I agree. I would never spend $200. You're right. When I told myself the first time I seen the picture of this, I'd never buy this thing. I'm like, who is dumb enough to spend that much money on a RBA? But I took the risk, and I'm kind of glad I did. Is it worth the money? Well, it depends on what 200 means to you. Is it like, is 200 like chump change? Is it something you have to work, a month for? It really depends, but it's a really good vape. And I think the vape kind of justifies the price, in my opinion. Chuck, thanks for that donation. He says, will that fit the Pulse AIO? It fits every billet style, burrow, whatever. So if that fits the Pulse, then you know what? But the fact that this will cost more than a Pulse, kind of a little bit weird. But for those out there that have, that don't mind spending a little extra money, that have a billet box or have the beautiful boxer and want to put it in there, I mean, I chain vape it at 55 watts, and this thing doesn't get dry at all. Which brings me to a few photos that I want to show you guys real quick. So, you guys have seen that, right? It doesn't vibrate, sadly enough. Money doesn't matter, my ass. Yeah, I'm done. This is it. Because these little RBA sections are so small, no matter how innovative you get, the vape isn't going to get any better. It's almost like, I don't know, like a disposable in a way. Like, no matter what you do, the vape can't get any better past a certain point. So, no matter the innovation or the way you do the build deck or anything like that, these are so, they have a limitation, and that limitation is their size. So the vape can only get so good until you're just kind of buying the same shit over and over again with a different name on it, in my opinion. So this is where the vape stops right here. So when you buy this, it's probably going to ruin everything else that you've bought. So who knows? Maybe you don't want to buy it for that reason. You want to actually enjoy buying RBAs. My opinion only. Anyways, so when I look at this and I look at other RBA sections for the billet box and the burrow mods, there's a few things that come to mind. And it's because of the price tag of these things. And once again, I come to that price because they range anywhere from $50 to like $300 for this little thing. And this brings me back to like maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago when we had almost the same exact thing as these little RBAs, but they were only $20. Yes, of course, the machining was different and the quality of the metal, of the stainless, was different. But the concept was pretty much almost the same. And for $20. And here's a few examples. I just hopped on Google just briefly, and I know people are going to scream and say, that's not the same thing. The concept is the same. And you can implement the same concept. It blows my mind. So I'm going to blow my mind really quick. I don't know what screen I'm on. Let's find out. There we go. That is a rebuildable for a pod system right there. Same concept. That will run you probably $23. Same concept. Yes, I realize it's built in China. It's not using higher quality stainless steel, but the concept is the same. Almost the same. Here's another one. Bam. Don't even know which one that is, but I can promise you it's probably no more than $30. Here's another one. Remember that one? Yes. The smoke one. And look, it comes in dual coil. Almost the same fucking thing, right? Am I wrong on this? Are these not almost pretty much the same exact thing that we're seeing priced for $200? Hold on. We're not done yet. There's more. Oh, look at that. That would be a beautiful RBA section. You know what? That kind of looks a little bit like the K-Fun. I wonder if that's going to be the new $200 K-Fun RBA section. That'd be funny if it was. Hold on, we're not done yet. It gets better. Look at that. Is that the Kanger sub-tank? What year did that come out? Like 2000? Look at this. Do people not see the similarities here? Do I have one more? I think I have one more. Oh, there we go. Same thing, kind of. Yeah, same me. Sub-tank mini replacement. Look at that. It's the same goddamn thing. Am I the only one that doesn't understand why these things are so expensive? It's crazy. What people will pay for these. I'm guilty of it now after buying this thing, but it's like, holy shit. All it needed was a chimney. Exactly. Oh yeah, the little blue screwdrivers. Can't forget those. Now, I'm not saying that these vape like those do. There's obviously differences. And the machining is probably a hell of a lot more money. But who knows, you know? There's not much info when you buy a lot of these. Most of these are probably made in China, for all I know. That's the part of the reason I left Burrow, says Ray Ray. It's just crazy, man. The price of the mod, well, I'm not going to complain about the price of the mods because the price of the mods are they're not bad. On mass-produced devices, not like the $500, like one-off that you can only buy once a week. But it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I guess you have that with everything. Or maybe not. I don't know. It ain't crazy. Metalwork, polishing, etc., etc., you get what you pay for. Yeah, but I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. The ones that are like $100 or like, let's say $125, I could justify the price on that. But when you start hitting the $200 and over range for these little things, it gets pretty stupid, in my opinion. Burrow's not really my thing, but seriously, after trying these 3 RBAs, I'm pretty satisfied and happy, and I'm pretty complete. Now, after getting this Cthulhu mod, which the video for this will probably be up next week since this week's all disposables. I mean, this is the 18650, I believe, yeah. These are really nice. These are really nice. Where's the 21700 on that? This one, I put those crazy looking doors on. But these are super nice. I mean, they have a DNA chip version, which is going to cost you like $240. These are like $109 or something like that. So a little bit cheaper, and I can't manage to get this goddamn panel off. There we go. But these are really good, I think, for the money. And you can buy interesting panels for them, too. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if it's the 21700 version or the 18 that comes with an RBA section. Not that one, obviously, but they're really nice. Ideas and innovation have to come from somewhere. Agree with the price thing, and then you got to pay for the name. But a lot of it has to do with the coil that's in it also. Well, yeah. Obviously, the coil has a lot to play, but I don't know. Maybe it might just be me. Maybe it's just me. But I just see those little RBA sections for the sub-ohm tanks from back in the day, and then I've seen these, and I'm like, there really isn't much of a difference, but I don't know. I thought you were changing Streamlabs. I thought so too, but I obviously didn't, Jason. Next week, hopefully I remember, and I will have it changed. Vape acquisition disorder, VAD. Is that kind of like gas, which is guitar? It might be acquisition disorder. You put I think it is. Oh no, gas, guitar something syndrome. I forget. Shut it, Mark. I'm trying to enjoy the show. Thank you, Craig. Merry Christmas. So yeah, that's that. All you need is a shed. Yep, a shed would be nice. I can't see myself doing videos in a shed though because it gets so hot in Chicago. The shed that I did have back in the trailer park days, it would get like 120 degrees inside that shed. So I would assume or hope that Todd's shed has some means of air conditioning because it gets extremely hot in those things. Unless they're insulated and stuff like that. Oh, was I going to wick this? I guess I could wick it. It should be pretty quick, right? Quick for me is usually like an hour. Maybe I won't put you guys through that pain of wicking it. I sent you an email about the Cthulhu mod. Yes, funny thing is, I got like 5 emails the minute I showed that mod of people that wanted it. But I have to do the video first before even entertaining anyone's emails. So the video will be up next week. But I'm definitely keeping one of the 21700s because super sweet mod. But if you're on the fence about buying one, shit, get one. Never thought I would see Mark liking Billet Box mod. I wouldn't say Billet Box. I wouldn't use that name. Billet Box, the brand, I think is still overpriced garbage, but that's just me. Da-da-da-da. I hope they can sell Cthulhu Bridge without buying the whole mod. Yes, they can. When I went on the website, they had all the parts and all the pieces for them. You could buy everything down to the button, I guess, for them. Oh, Bachelor paid $1,000. Oh, did you? Well, hey, if you're paying $1,000 for this, shit, I'll send it to you right now. Fuck it. Fuck the video. This little Atom or whatever the hell they call it, the clone. Man, this thing vapes so good. Really good. There's an authentic one that popped up for sale, but it was gone pretty quick. I won't say who bought it, but it's gone pretty quick. But man, this clone is like, whew. Why would they stop making something so good like that? It's crazy. Harder to get billet box stuff in Canada because of over-regulation. Just buy a shed and go Todd. I don't want to be a complete copycat. I like to have some originality. Even though I stole the mod that he uses. Or I don't think he uses this anymore. Now he has an actual build station. And I think that's probably... the Dwarf RTA is a banger, folks. I told you. I told you. And it's amazing how old that atomizer is. And it still beats out some modern day, like almost all the modern day stuff. I'm sorry. Well, not everything, because I haven't vaped everything, but I joined the wait list to buy another one. I tag you and shit all the time. You too damn slow to respond. Well, the problem is on Facebook, when I started my Facebook account back in the day doing YouTube, I ended up accepting every single friend request. So I have like over 4,000 friends, but I only know like 10 people out of those 4-something thousand. I wish I could delete every one of my friends list and just start over again. And only accept people that I kind of know. So when I look at my notifications, it's just a long ass list of just, yeah, I don't even bother anymore. I don't see the notifications. There's too many of them. I don't know about 90% of the shit that's posted on my Facebook because I don't even know, no clue who these people are. So if you ever start a Facebook page, if you're doing like a YouTube channel or a business or anything, don't just accept every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Or make a Facebook like business account. So that way you don't even have to deal with friends because it just gets overwhelming with the notifications. Ray, I see your post every single day, and I still forget your name. I'm telling you, it's sad. And this has been nothing but pure heaven. No issues to report on with this. Very happy with it. I almost feel like, which I don't even think, it's probably just more of a mind thing. I think this one vapes better than this one at times, but it's not possible. Well, it might be, but I doubt it. Well, I know they're in stock at Vapn, the full kit. But if you're ordering from the site directly, the Dwarf website, or I think it's KHW or KWH, something like that, they're out of stock on the deck, but there's a wait list you could sign up for. I'm just going to buy a build deck because I already have 2 extra tank sections, and I'm going to buy like a massive load of their drip tips. I miss you talking about Franks and Cooters. Franks and Cooters? What the fuck is a Frank? Yeah, today I feel like shit today. Mentally, not really physically. Well, kind of physically, but tonight's show may not be all that entertaining, but then again, the Monday show really isn't that entertaining anyways. But still. I've got a massive load for you. I see that DC received his package. Hopefully you enjoy it. I did throw in a little something extra, and I put some cereal in there for you. And you did say you were eating the cereal. I don't think I have anything left to talk about. I did buy some old RDAs that were on sale. Why did I buy them? Oh, believe it or not, I only have... How many RDAs do I own? I own 1, 2, 3 RDAs. That's all I own. And I know these are old as shit, but they were on sale, and I said, I need some RDAs. Plus, I wanted a single coil RDA. I don't even know if these are good or not, but I guess I'll find out once I clean them up and build them. Let's see if everyone can guess what these are. Ooh, this one's in a baggie. Ooh. But I've got a full collection of the Goon. The Goon vape's so good, but I just hate that clamp design. I don't like it. Like the last Goon I had, the clamps were like U-shaped. And I know you can flip them around and kind of bend them the other way, but I just don't like the clamp design, because then putting the leads, like 2 leads have to share the same clamp, and sometimes it might be too wide, so you got to stack them on top of each other or put them side by side. I just really... The vape on that was so awesome, but just the design, the idea of the clamp, I wasn't a fan of. So I bought these 2 old, decrepit RDAs. Number 1. Yep. I never got to try this one back in the QP days when shit was popping. Like I said, I wanted something single coil, and I believe these will do single coil. Will they? They will. Do we have a mod? We have a mod. Can I pop the cap off? You can pop the cap off. Single coil build deck or dual coil? I don't remember. Ah, single coil. There we go. Looks nice. I'm sticking with the whole single coil thing. Single coil RTAs, single coil RDAs. So that probably came out in 1995. Check out ST's new setup. Yep, I was there when ST bought that setup. I didn't see it, but I know I can only assume or imagine what you're talking about. Are you talking about the die codes and the AIR or whatever it's called, AER? That's not even that old. Oh, it's not old? Okay, I thought it might have been old. So I got that. And then I seen this one. Don't know how old that is. But I've never tried it, and it looked pretty exciting. And I can't screw it down to a mod. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, yeah. That single or dual coil. I forgot why I got this one. I got this one for a reason. I don't know what it was, but probably not your ideal single coil. But something about it I liked. Don't know what it was. So how about those two? Because whenever something has a sale price next to it, I feel like, oh, it's on sale. I got to have it. Even though technically it's probably not even on sale. Da-da-da. Leo made it on time. So that's the excitement of my Monday right there. And I will not be in Zoom tonight just because I really need to lay down and clear my head because I'm just freaking out. Is this a business card? What is this? Oh, that's pretty awesome. I think. Wait, what is this? I think it's a business card. I don't know. I have no clue what it is. Anyways, I think I've talked enough. We've got, seven? Wow, we got 7 minutes left, and I feel like I've done my time here. It's a sad day today. Sad, sad day. Spoken. Huge thank you for doing the show tonight. Huge thank you for watching the show tonight. Yeah, because even when I feel like shit or something's going on, whatever the case may be, no matter how shitty I feel, I know if I do the show for that 1 hour, at least I'll be in a good mood. Because it'll put me in a good mood. So I'm like, you know what? Even though I don't want to do the show, I know if I do the show, I'll feel a little bit better. Get my mind off shit. And then, yeah. Once the show ends, back to the norm. Let's do an exciting fill on the dwarf. I know everyone wants to see how I fill it, right? Like, wow, this is an exciting show. We get to fill tanks. Huge fuck you for not remembering Ray Ray though. I know Ray Ray. I just don't remember his name. Isn't it like he emails me every day. It's what is it like Ted or Ben or is it Ray Ray? Is his name Ray? Dude, I can't even remember. Today when I was at the doctor's office and Angela was filling out the new patient form thing. She asked me how old I was, and I said I have no idea. And then she's like, "Well, you're born in 7." And then she grabbed her calculator because she wanted to figure out how old I was. Neither of us know how old I am. And if you think I'm joking about that, I'm not. We eventually figured it out. I think I'm 46, I think. But the fact that neither of us knew that off the top of our head and we had to pull out a calculator is pretty depressing. Now, of course, filling this is a lot faster without a glass dropper bottle, obviously. But, this is like the top 3 best. I'm going to say like top 3 of my personal best single coil RTAs. The vape and the flavor of this thing is just, woo, man, is it good. Ray says check your email. Well, then I'll know his name when I check his my email. And that's all she wrote, folks. You pop the top, pop it, pop, pop, pop. And then you sometimes might have a little dab right there, but we don't. So we're good. All right, folks. Ray's name is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those out there that were wondering, and I knew this, but I forgot, his name is Donald, as in Donald Duck. Yes. He says, my name is Ray, but his email says Donald. Is Ray like Donald? Kind of like how Tony and Anthony are kind of like the same. And Mark, I sent you a link to 5 Pawns Cheap. I seen it. I didn't check it out yet, but I did see it. Thank you so much for that. I will definitely check that out. I'm still sitting on. I still haven't finished all my 60 ml bottles. I haven't tapped into my big 120 yet, but since discovering the dwarf, I prefer bottom fill. I'm telling you, ain't it? And you know it's so weird. So the bottom fill on this, like, you would automatically assume you hear bottom fill, you're like, oh my god, that's horrible. It's a lot like, it feels quicker and easier to fill when I'm sitting at my desk than when you're out and about and you're filling through like one of the top fill ports and you're pumping the juice in and it spit backs out at you. It's like really annoying. And then another thing I noticed is I always complained about the little sliding glass on these little burrow tanks. Remember I said like, oh my god, I hate that. It's the worst. But after using it for a while, I actually prefer that method over the little plug type. It just, because you can fill it so much faster. It's still a bitch trying to slide the glass down, even though you have the O-rings all juiced up. What I usually will use is like a little like rubber sticky thing. I got this with the Squape. And if you put that on the glass, you can just easily slide it down. But honestly, yeah, it is easier and quicker to fill. Not sure about on the go, but it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Ooh. Yeah. So that's that. Hanging there tomorrow to another day. Thank you so much. Yep. I hope if my ear is still like this in the morning, I'm gonna have a really bad day. So I'm hoping that if I just go lay down tonight and relax and just take a break, maybe things will get better. I don't know. I know eventually I have to go for this goddamn MRI of my head or my brain or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not looking forward to that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that. Probably not. I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. The only way that can possibly happen, I think, is if I get really drugged up and I pass out and I get brought to a hospital by an ambulance and they do an MRI while I'm passed out. That's probably the only way I would sit through one. But with my ear ringing so bad, like I obviously can't live like this, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be hell. So I'm praying that tomorrow morning, like, things clear up and yeah. I need to also I know my diet. I'm not going to get into the whole diet and eating right and this and that because I obviously know that's a big part of it, and I need to start doing that. Um, so hopefully this is like a good scare for me, and I stop eating shit and doing dumb shit and start getting some type of exercise. But not to get too, I don't want to make this too much of a depressing ending to a show. So that's it. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I know it wasn't the best, but you know what? I'm here, so I can give me that much at least. We will, I think ST's having a show tomorrow. He's got a bunch of new cool stuff to show you guys, so I think Mike is back. I'm not 100% sure. And hopefully tomorrow's a better day. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the donations, the emails, and all the other good stuff. And hopefully I'm in a better mood the next time you see me. Yep. Oh, yeah. This is a pretty sad ending to a show. Take it from a 400-pound guy. Make the change now before it's too late to change or before something bad happens. Yep. I know, man. Easier said than done. I mean, just like trying to quit smoking, same deal. Like, oh, you just keep smoking, you're going to get lung cancer and this and that, and you got to quit. I mean, it's easier said than done. But I know I need to do something because, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to put myself into a panic. I need to stop talking. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Merry Christmas. And Feliz Navidad.